It's potential that we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Echo Racing League penultimate race of Season 2. We are here at Michigan. This is the cutoff for the Final Four. So, after tonight, we will know the 4 drivers are going to fight for a championship next Friday night at Las Vegas. I'm once again joined alongside Eli Bright.
Hello.
Eli, this could be a crazy race. This is Michigan with high draft for the championship 4. Entering this race, Max Boost is locked in on points. He didn't get to win a race this round so far, but he has a 66-point gap over the cutoff, which is enough. Dirty Boy is 23 up, LT's 21 up, Bean is 5 up. They have Kenny 5 below, Big Jim 23 below, KD 25 below, and Brett 52 below. So the bottom 3, Big Jim, KD, and Brett, need to win to advance through. Big Jim has been saying do or die. So, Eli, what do you expect to see here tonight?
Big money moves. Big moves. Maybe a lot of crashing. Because last time we went to Super Speedway, we had a lot of crashes. So, who knows?
And Eli, you're familiar. You're familiar with the guy on pole. Tiger is on pole.
He's really fast.
Just came off an Outlaw Truck Series dominating win, which he led most laps and started on pole and won both the stages, won the race, and got the fastest lap. He got literally every point that was allowed. Second place start for Dirty Boy. That's going to be big for him. He comes in above the cut line by 23 points, 2 ahead of LT. Starting in third, it's Dale Jr. fan. So that's a non-playoff driver, but I'm definitely going to be watching the battle between Bean and Kenny. They're only 5 points apart for that final spot, but also that final spot might not mean anything if someone like Big Jim or KD or Brett wins. So I think this could be a changing points picture all night long, and even if you're LT or Dirty Boy, you're over 20 points up, you're not technically safe. I mean, if Bean and Kenny get good enough stage points, they can pass you in points, and I think it's going to be a battle to not be fourth in points, honestly, because you never know with this draft who might win. I mean, you have Max Boost. He's racing here tonight. He's starting 14th, Eli. That's how big the draft is, and we might be getting ready to be able to join here in a little bit. Jaws starting 4th. Kenny starting 5th, so we'll see what Kenny can do with that track position. Comes in 5 below as waiting. We can join. Oh.
That's not good. Oh, man. That was almost bad. I lost connection.
Oh.
That was scary.
So it is a 100-lap race, high draft, and this is to make it into the Final Four in Las Vegas. So we already know one of them. That's gonna be Max Boost, but between Dirty Boy, LT, Bean, Kenny, Big Jim, KD, Brett, it's gonna be a tight race. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Here we come to the green flag.
I don't know how you're already in.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm in now. It'd be very interesting to see, if you're in the playoffs, what do you do in this scenario, like on the starts? And once again, there are relaxed cautions, so if we get enough cars wrecked at some point, that will be a yellow, but let's see, it's already, we got Tiger moving up, Dale Jr. fan looking to the inside, there's Kenny, needs every point to get Big Jim, once again, do or die for the 11. He's just here to win. That one goal is to win, so he can make some of these people, he can make them a little nervous. If you're like Kenny, Bean, you need points, Kenny's main goal is to beat Bean.
He can put people in places they don't want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 4 wide on it.
Already. You got Bean shoving it. Oh, already. Dirty Boy's in the wall. Brennan with them. They're 4 wide going around. That's Generals in the middle as well. Alpha behind this, the 9. He'll split to the inside. He'll give them some room. Cyagenic, another fast car. Alpha hit to the inside by Dirty Boy, but now the 10 is back outside the top 10 as Big Jim leads Bean to turns 3 and 4.
It's just crazy. Like, everywhere. It's crazy. They don't crash.
And basically, as they run right now, if the race were to end and this would be how they would get in, Big Jim would get in because he's winning the race. So that would change it, because then Bean would be out.
Speaking of Bean, he's going inside for the lead.
I think, you know, if you're Bean, you have to understand the situation that you're in. Of you're fourth in points, you're in maybe the most vulnerable position because, you know, you being fourth, what do you do? Are you aggressive or are you conservative?
Someone's on the apron back
You got John third, trying to mess up these playoff drivers' party. LT going for fourth in the 19, getting a nice run on the bottom. Right behind him is KD, who, just like Big Jim, needs to win, but Bean shoves to the inside of Big Jim for the lead. LT's going to go high with the 11 car, and John's going to go 3 wide. He backed out, though.
Kind of like Alex Webb, he's trying to get that run off the top, he's pinching hard enough to the inside, but... Oh, he's going to clear.
Oh, he didn't clear.
Was...
Nice run for John. He'll take it to the back of the 22, but the 11 is clear. LT on the outside. KD looking 3 wide. Kenny behind KD is... Kenny sees that 22 up in second. He needs to go get him. Oh, that was a big block for Bean into the jaw right there. That inside is like gold. You don't want to give it up. You can see this is basically super speedway type racing as they're running 2x2, getting huge runs down the straights, and it's gonna be like that all.
LT might.
Oh, we got wreck in the back. We got cars down to the inside. Brett and Brennan are 2 of them, but they were off the track, so I don't think that's gonna cause a yellow.
Still green.
Big Jim and LT have cleared first and second. See LT blocking.
LT blocking.
Yeah. That's just how important that bottom is here. He's going to shove inside of Big Jim to turn 1.
Almost.
You got Max Boost trying to work his way up through the pack. That's another driver who can basically hang it all out. He's into the final 4. So he's just here to try and win another race in the Echo Racing League.
Kenny's sending in around.
Yeah, well, Kenny needs to get by this 22. Remember, 5 points below him, so every stage point he can gain off the 22. That's, you know, in case someone, you know, someone's same wins, that's already in. Like if LT wins or Max or Dirty Boy, then Kenny and Bean fight for points. But with Big Jim leading, then basically that's all for naught. So basically, you know, this is stage 1, so these drivers don't have to think about that now. But if you're getting down to like 5 to go, and it's Big Jim leading, and you're Bean in 3rd and Kenny in 4th, you guys are going to be going as hard as you can to make sure that 11 does not win the race.
Oh, KD's on the apron. Oh, you gotta be careful with this apron.
Yeah, it's very easy to spin out the apron, especially in 3 and 4. They're trying to break away as they're 2x2 behind. With Big Jim, LT, and Bean trying to get away as KD and Kenny side by side for 4th, and just behind them you have drivers like Chasing You and Max Boost trying to work their way back up. Dirty Boy as well, who had gotten into the wall early on. He's back on the inside behind Chasing You, trying to get back inside the top 5, and they're still side by side for 4th and side drafting each other for Kenny and KD. Kenny finally clears.
Dirty Boy sending on the bottom.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Big.
Put Chasing You up the racetrack. Tiger to the middle. Dale Jr. fan to the bottom. Yes. Jake coming on the inside. Alpha as well. Cyogenic just hanging around at the back in the 48 currently. Not really getting up into it quite yet. Bean for 2nd on LT. Kenny looking to shoot the middle between the 20 and the 19. Max to the outside of KD. Bean to the inside for the lead.
Big Jim's going to pinch in. Big Jim's going to go a little high too, so.
I think Bean may have backed up a little bit, but look at LT wants to go with Big Jim. He wants to make sure the 11 gets out in front. Contact. LT and Big Jim have been in communications most of this season. They've been in the same party, so yeah, not surprised to see him work with him. But also, if you think about it, if you're LT, you'd rather Big Jim to win this stage and take points away from Bean.
Yeah.
You'd rather. Oh, Dirty Boy's getting all sorts of loose. kind of checked up the outside, but Big Jim is still fighting hard to the outside of Bean. Big Jim's kind of going the Dale Jr. route, Super Speedways. He wants to lead every single lap. And Dirty Boy's...
Oh. Backed out.
Whoa. Oh, the 20 once again almost got the apron. Had to check up, and that's going to allow Big Jim to clear for second. Has a nice run going to the 22.
Run. Oh, we almost fucking...
Yeah. LT into the side of KD, trying to pinch him down. Giving him some space. Kenny around the outside. Dirty Boy on the inside. The 19's getting swallowed up in the middle right now, but Big Jim's doing a very, very impressive job keeping on the outside of Bean right there. But Bean with the drafting help from KD. Big Jim no help whatsoever. Kenny going to try and shoot to the middle here. He has to check up. The outside's checking up a little bit. We got Tiger up against the wall. And the camera off turn 2 is amazing.
Big Jim's gonna get clear. Oh, KD tried to block it. I'm so worried everyone's on that apron one time.
Yeah, lose it in front of the field, yeah. Oh, look out! Wow, that was so close between Dirty Boy, LT, and Shaw. Look at chasing you inside. The runs you got in high drafts, sometimes you can't even comprehend the run you have until it's too late.
Even if you run half throttle, still be...
Yeah. Which makes it a lot easier to save fuel. You think about if we get some yellows in the right places, this could become a fuel mileage race. It's happened many times before. In fact, I was a part of one in Kroger.
You ain't gonna talk about it.
No, we both did not fare well with that one. We're kind of. I think you saved too much, and I didn't save anything.
Yeah. The next game.
3 wide. Look at Katie shoving to the outside. Kenny bounced around the middle. Big Jim and Bean side by side still. Max backing out in the 1. And if you're a Dirty Boy, do you think your philosophy is the same as LT's? You guys are 2 points apart. Oh, look at Kenny. His philosophy is he has to make sure he beats the 22 in the stage. Look at, they're going to be 4 wide there.
It's a recipe for it.
And they're banging doors for the lead. Bean and Big Jim and 3 wide behind the pack. I mean, this is some crazy. Look at KD still going with Bean.
I don't know how they've made it this far.
It's quite amazing, I'll be honest. Jim is oh so close to clearing that 22. Every time I turn 2, it switches to the camera lane. Oh, we got 1 to the apron. The 8's around with the 16. I think it was LT that had to merge back up into Tiger. Max boost back here as well. I don't think once again... Oh, that is a yellow. Okay. So they were going to have to pit in this stage, but this will be their pit stop. Now another restart to deal with for these drivers. And
that helps a guy like Brett and Gordon.
Yeah.
It's fun. Really Brett, because he needs to back up here and pack trying to get back.
Think about it, Brett. All he cares about is stage 3, basically. Like for Big Jim and Katie, it wasn't a must-win technically because they were still within points range, but it's basically a must-win with how well Bean and Kenny were going to run the stages. I don't think they were going to be able to gain over 20 points. For Brett, it was mathematically a must-win because he was over 50 below. Let's see how this restart goes. Big Jim leading, Bean in second, Kenny in third, all of which have playoff hopes on the line. One needs to win, the other 2 are points racing each other. And this restart comes with 11 to go in the stage.
Oh, we're going to be going crazy for safety.
Yeah. See, they're getting a little single file. Kenny trying to block Katie, but Dirty Boy trying to shove it where it won't go. Kenny's trying to get clear.
I'm going to door for a while in that corner, but you don't got no drag.
I'll get drafted a little bit right there, but Big Jim gonna cut back low. Give him draft to the inside. You can see some drivers force in middle of 3. I think that's Jaw. As the 48 just gonna back out. Looks like Cyanic.
Really? The 41, I'm moving. They're
gonna be 4 wide. Dirty Boy to the bottom off the corner exit.
You gotta be careful of that.
Gonna back out of that. The 41 and the 20 are beating doors. This is what Big Jim exactly wants to see. He's trying to pull away as they're 3 wide behind. Multiple rows deep, by the way.
He's gonna clear KD. Either he's gonna run back down the draft.
You can see Big Jim trying to break that draft, running high here. Trying to make sure that when they get a run, it's not the biggest run it could be, but Bean's still going to take it to the inside. That's how big a factor high draft is.
Kind of
look at Big Jim, yeah.
He went to the corner shallow, he couldn't really turn in.
Big Jim took that arc and used it to his advantage. Got back clear, now breaking the draft again down the straightaway. Got 1 to the apron, the back, Alpha into the wall. I think that was chasing you. No, it's the 16. No, saved it, we're still going. For certain, you know, Bean needs every point he can get, and wherever Kenny has fallen into this pack is the 11 almost blocks the 22 into the grass, and seeing that 22 go up there and lead, Kenny's trying to shove middle of 3 to get up there to him.
Oh.
Kenny can clear KD right here. That might be what he needs.
Oh, Jaw force.
Oh, there we go. Dirty Boy to the inside. LT maybe with the Brett's into the outside wall. That's going to be a yellow for certain. That is the big one. For the 51, the 78, the 24, the 10, the 66. Yellow is out again.
We expected it.
And now this could be a restart with about 5 to go in the stage.
It's going to be extra crazy now.
Big Jim taking 2, it looks like.
Trying to stay out front. You don't want to go back there in the eye of the storm.
If you think about it, you know, you're going to take it with 5 to go, or around there. It could be even less than that. You could go maybe 1 lap, and then they reckon the stage could end.
Yeah.
But now watch, you know, KD up in 5th. Kenny in 2nd now. He's right with Bean. It all just depends on what driver's doing this pit stop, though. You know, some people might stay out as well. The 8 and the 48 are going to lead. They stayed out. The 11 on 2, the 22, the 00. Oh, this is going to be interesting. How the front 2 now, there are no playoff implications whatsoever for them, but playoff implications for everyone behind.
A Big Jim already going 3.
Yeah, you can't waste any time. There's 4 to go in the stage, so a yellow flag would end it. So you need to get everything you can, and same could be said for the driver in 3rd and the driver in 4th. The 22 and the 00 need whatever they can. Bean's going to get there. The 8's trying to block it, though. He's still blocking it. Into the pack!
There they go.
No, the 41's hard to the wall, but if it's only him, they're going to keep it green.
Bean lost. He's going to lose. That's 4 wide.
Kenny.
Going top.
That might end. There it is. That's going to end it.
Yeah, it is.
Huge wreck. Big Jim is going to win the stage. I assume that was the end. That was 3 to go, so yep. Big Jim has won the stage. The question is, how about KD 2nd, Bean 3rd, LT 4th, Kenny 5th. So Bean gains 2 points on Kenny. LT gains 2 points on Dirty Boy. So at that point, LT and Dirty Boy are tied. And Bean is now 7 ahead of Kenny. But with Big Jim leading the race, you know, obviously that kind of changes everything in terms of the points, because now Big Jim would jump up and he would be in with a win, and then that would put LT and Dirty Boy 3rd and 4th, and they're right now tied in points because LT came in 2 behind Dirty Boy, but being by 2 spots in this stage. So let's have to see and what more strategy is pulled on this one. The 13 is now the leader, H. Wicks. It looks like he may have taken 2 tires here. The 11, though, Big Jim, he's really good at those restarts. That super shifter.
Yes.
Look at them all trying to get to the bomb as quick as they can on this restart.
Big Jim.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
If only I could see.
Bean.
I don't know why it does that off turn 2. It's like the worst
Oh.
camera in all of tracks ever.
Well.
So this stage is now... So this stage, since that last one ended under yellow, this one's going to increase by a few laps. It'd normally be probably around 27 or so. It's now 30 laps. So they'll have to pit again. You get about 22 laps of fuel. The question is, will it happen under green, happen under yellow? Does the yellow come out to where maybe we get some fuel strategy in it? Look at the 13. H-Works backing out. Is a pack back behind scatters around. You have Bean and KD. KD needs to win just like Big Jim. They're right now first and second.
Wide.
Yeah, Kenny trying to go wherever they aren't at this point. He lost 2 points to the 22 there, so in that last stage he needs to try and get those 2 points and then some back. He has to hope that maybe Bean falls outside the top 10 in this stage and he can try and keep stage points. Genic trying to go to the middle. Maybe he made some contact with, I think that was the 8 on his inside. Bean looking for the lead on Big Jim again. Those two have so far been the class of the field. You look lap after lap, they've been 1-2. And look at KD to the outside.
It's going to be a hard move to pull off. He's going to back out.
Still Junior fan to the inside. The 8 started well in this race. And
NASCAR's been really aggressive.
yeah. Oh, Kenny's being aggressive. Oh my gosh. He's going to shove it 4 wide there for a moment.
The car might get to the lead.
Sideject slip into Big Jim. That's actually going to hurt Kenny in the long run. LT through the middle with the 11.
35.
Really, we've been mentioning all these playoff drivers. 2 names we've not mentioned. They're on either end of the spectrum. Max Boost is in, but we haven't really mentioned him. He's been at the back of this pack. And Brett, he's just not had any luck. And I don't know if maybe he's trying to save now or if he just didn't get up through the gears.
I didn't see him get hit on a restart or anything.
You have to wonder if he's trying to save, even though it's 8 laps. I mean, oh, that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. Alpha's backing out. I think it was Jaw Day 5.
Wide off turn 2. Oh, this might actually be bad. It kept it.
Chasing U's going around into Max Boost, and they're collecting at the back of the field.
Yep.
That will be a yellow. So now you're thinking about fuel. That yellow comes out with 26 to go. You get 22 laps of fuel. You'll take about 4 laps off, so you'll be about right on the money. The question is, you probably burn fuel here a little bit more than you saved, so
yeah.
I would not expect your fuel counter to be that accurate. In fact, I would expect it to be about half a lap off. So, well, I mean, if we don't get any more yellows, which that seems a little bit hard to believe right now, but
yeah.
Characteristics of a super speedway at a flat 2-mile racetrack. Here we go. The race leader still Bean in the 22. Dale Jr. fan second. See how this restart goes. We'll see who can try and fight their way to the bottom as quick as possible. We've been seeing it going into 1 and 2. The front 5 or 6 try to get low. This time.
I don't know.
Oh! That put KD in the wall. Bean is clearing the lead. See how that restart came with 22 to go. Look at the 22 blocking Cyagenic. Cyagenic not having it to the inside. Dirty Boy through the middle to the outside for the 8.
He might want to side grab. Helpful.
3 wide. Cyagenic on the inside getting the most help.
3
wide, 2 rows deep. The 48 trying to clear it and does. Oh, the 51. Into the pack. Got Alpha in the 20 of KD. Well, that will take the fuel out of it.
Caution, read, caution.
Yep, we're seeing that a lot. My goodness. And you have to assume if you're up at the front, you probably don't pit here. You're just going to save fuel naturally under the yellow, so... So it looks like a lot of people are going to decide to come down pit road and make sure they're good, but... I don't know. If I'm like Bean and Kenny and them, I would not want to give up that track position.
I guess they're playing the same. I want track position, so I wouldn't be pitting. But
I'm gonna watch out for maybe the 16 and the 1 on this one. Looks like they might be staying out. They might try and cycle around for the lead.
They did.
Yeah.
That Brett did too, 78.
That's what they needed. The front 4 stayed out. The rest came in and either did fuel only or 2 tires or 4 tires. So Max Boost for the first time today is up at the front. Brett as well. Those are the only 2 playoff drivers I mentioned. One is locked in on points and one is in a must-win situation. That's a good restart by the 16. Really hugged that line down there and was able to basically clear the 1, but Brett's going high with the Max.
Spread out.
That's good. Maybe they'll be able to get some green flag laps in. But look at Max. Around the outside. 16 did a really good job on the bomb. Has that push from the 78 as well. 16 leads the lap. And Bean is getting aggressive. Oh, look at the 78. Put the 16 into the 1. Max now again. He's just not had any luck here today. He's getting shuffled out. Here comes Cyagenic and Big Jim on the bomb. Bean with them.
Brett is moving through the middle with junior fan.
And inside line, a lot of playoff drivers that are in different scenarios. Big Jim trying to win this race. Bean trying to get every point he can. LT trying to just keep it somewhat ahead of the 22s. They're all sideways. Oh my gosh. Looks like Brett's trying to traffic brake out there. Oh, we got 13, I think.
Yeah,
did a really good job there making sure to back out and not come up into the pack, but I don't think they're going to be able to last much longer, honestly. Kenny and all this trying to get ahead of Bean, trying to get whatever point he can.
And they blocked hole. That was a big stack of...
Oh, the 11 into the 00. They're all sliding around. Bean trying to get to the inside. We'll get back up. Ooh.
There's getting pink.
It's getting intense.
Wide. All pancakey.
They're only halfway through the stage. They still have 15 to go. You would think they're with 2 to go on the stage. Big Jim.
3 wide.
Big Jim getting a nice push from Bean and LT on the bottom.
Caddy almost went 4.
Doing a really good job on the outside. He has less cars up there, but he's still fighting with Big Jim. Them all trying to go to the bottom. Katie trying to go to the outside, trying to make something work. Kenny trying to protect his position, gets into LT, puts the 19 onto the apron. LT comes back up without consequence, still going straight. John actually put up into Kenny a little bit right there. They all scatter again down the back. John trying to get inside of LT. Big Jim is clear. He's showing... Big Jim is showing here today that if you want to win this race, you have to go through him.
Oh my God, 48. Oh, that mole. Why? No.
They are 4. Looks like LT maybe tried to back out of it. Bean trying to go middle of 3 between the 48 and the 41. Josh just getting as low as he can to keep everyone away from him. Cyagenic again making a big move. Jaw trying to protect off KD, who goes high, and they're almost 4 wide again at points.
One time blocks can go wrong.
Yeah.
It's not going to ever.
I mean, think about getting down to the other race. Imagine if someone like Big Jim's leading, but Bean is in second, or Kenny's in second. How big would that be, you know, in the final few laps with how big this draft is? And They're still shoving each other all around. 48, 41 making some contact. Bean trying to get low, and you have others trying to move their way through the field, trying to get whatever points they can in this stage, try and improve their playoff standing. Look at Jaw.
Jaw with the big,
sent it to Sayo. It actually messed up Jaw more than it hurt Sayo, honestly.
Bean's on underneath the 41.
Here comes KD with him. Well, KD has to win here. He hasn't been too aggressive yet. I think he's kind of just saving up that aggression for stage 3 when, you know, it actually matters.
You don't piss him off quick.
Yeah. I think KD's kind of playing it smart. He's kind of racing his own race, seeing what his car's like, and then, you know, once we get to the final few laps when he's still in contention, look at those blocks down the back. That is insane.
I expected that was the last lap. No,
no one was lifting.
No, thank God for another one.
And they're still hitting right here. It's Bean goes to the inside. Sayo goes in behind him. Big Jim getting a boost from Jaw, trying to block the 41. 41's going to go to the middle. The 22 went to the middle at the same time.
They're getting wild.
There's 10 to go on the stage, so they know the pay window's opening up.
As a playoff driver, you gotta hate when these non-playoff drivers are
doing
stuff like that.
Like Jaw, Jaw and Cyogenic, they're Dale Jr. fan as well. They're really kind of ruining it for Big Jim and Bean and them.
41 tried to poke his nose where it didn't belong.
Brett almost spun on the apron, and 3 and 4 did a really good job saving it, letting the pack go on the outside. That could have collected drivers like Brennan and Max Boost. Look at Big Jim. He's back and forth trying to break the draft, get draft to someone else, and
48 got tied on the inside.
4 wide in the pack. Bean in the middle of it in the 22. Into the wall for KD. KD drops back once again. He's in a must-win. So points don't mean anything. Points mean to Bean and Kenny, though. And also LT and Dirty Boy. So I think if at the end of the stage, LT and Dirty Boy finish in stage points range, I think they'll be, I don't want to say locked in, but they'll be very, very comfortable over Bean and Kenny in terms of if we get someone like Big Jim win this race. So that'll be something interesting to watch out for.
Or 22 got loose.
Oh, yeah, Bean is, I mean, this is probably one of the longest runs they've run. So, you know, and cars like to get loose here off turn 2 especially. So could it possibly be where some people who ran looser setups, maybe now it's going to start hurting in the final 10 laps of this stage? This is probably about the longest run we've had so far here today. Still Big Jim leading the way.
Kenny going for,
If that were maybe the last stage, I would have seen that staying, but...
Oh yeah, 22 would have been shot.
Look at Jake's taking it to the inside of Kenny, who's trying to block him, trying to get by this 22 because he knows how valuable every point can be. He's now 7 behind the 22, so every stage point he can get right here.
Jaw's on that apron.
6 to go at the line in this stage. Once again, this is only stage 2. This is, it looks like it's the other. Oh, Brett's in the outside wall head on. So far it's only him though, so I don't think it'll be a yellow. It's just not been a good day for Brett. Cyogenic in second. They've actually pulled away from third place LT a little bit. There's Dirty Boy right behind him. Those two in very similar points positions. In fact,
Bean and Kenny.
After stage 1, LT and Dirty Boy were tied in points, so they're in very similar positions in points, which is about plus 20 above the cut line. So then you have Kenny and Bean, who, as you mentioned, they're racing each other hard, and they have reason to. They were separated by 5 points entering the race. Bean gained 2 on Kenny, who now needs to gain those points back, and is trying to do so in this stage. 5 to go. Kenny right now a few spots in front of the 22, looking for some more on Jake and Dirty Boy and LT. Kenny's been very, very aggressive here today. One of the most aggressive drivers.
Gotta get those stage points. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna take every run he has. We've seen that today. So.
And I think with how good Big Jim has been here today, that adds a whole nother element. If you're Kenny and Bean, while you're focusing on each other for the points, but then you might have to focus on trying to make sure Big Jim doesn't win. Kenny's in the grass! Oh. I don't know how he did not wreck anyone doing that. That was an amazing save for Kenny. Got Bean to his inside, though, and Bean might be able to make the pass work here with 4 to go.
Stack.
Kenny does not want to see anything like that. He wants that 22 to be behind him as Sio's peeking out. Big Jim to block it. Jaws sending Kenny.
We've seen Sio play not just Big Jim and Charlotte.
Yeah. You have to wonder if he'll do it again, right? When Big Jim needed a really big points day at Charlotte, he was able to get it.
Oh my goodness, the 41.
He's been maybe...
He went from like 6th to 3rd.
He's been the most aggressive non-playoff driver here today. Oh, we're spinning in the back. The 8. Does that bring out the yellow? Does it end the stage? We have multiple cars spinning. That might be it.
Still, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. That was with 3 to go. So Big Jim is going to win this stage. And how do the points look in terms, who got stage points? You got Big Jim, Sio, LT getting 4th place stage points. So he'll gain more on Dirty Boy. So now LT will be 3 points out of Dirty Boy. Bean gains 2 more on Kenny. So now Bean is going to be +9 over Kenny. Which means if you're Kenny, that gap is nearing where it's too big for you to like. You might have to win. Obviously it's not must win, but Bean has run so well here today. We'll just have to see how it all plays out here in Michigan. Obviously, nothing is set in stone until we get to the final few laps.
Well, it won't be set in stone until...
Yeah, turn 4 last lap.
Yeah.
The 8 with the lead. He did not pit. And he did not mean to not pit.
How does he pulled off? I wouldn't have done it that much.
Yeah, he spun it off.
I would have pulled down low.
So this stage restarts with 40 to go. If it stays green, that could be close on fuel.
That's a big if.
That's a huge look already.
Yeah.
Already we're going to the apron with run. Cyogenic is getting pushed underneath Big Jim by Jaw. That's the most aggressive Cyogenic's been here today so far. And LT around the outside trying to get some spots. You think about LT, he might be feeling comfortable with his points position. He's gained points on being the last stage, gained points on Dirty Boy. Maybe he thinks it's time to kind of step up. He's never won a race. Max, look at that move! To the inside of everyone!
He's about to get to the lead. He's like, what, 8th coming off 4?
Yeah, they're 5 wide back there. So back down to 4. We got some big names in the middle. Bean is in the middle of it, getting all slammed by Sio, who's going around. Catching the 9 and others. They say that might not be a yellow.
No, they saved it. They kept it going.
That's a tough break, though, for the driver's cutoff, but if you're back there, you have to assume that we're going to get another one.
Yeah.
Because there is no way these drivers are going to be playing nice, especially drivers like the 00, the 22, the 11 as well.
They're not really out of the track. Kind of like them to the back.
Yeah, that second pack can, but I'm a little concerned about, obviously, Alpha, who's nowhere to be seen. The 9 obviously got the worst of all that, but as you said, I think everyone else, though, like the 48, the 41, they can latch onto the second pack, who's going to latch onto the first one. Because with high draft, I mean, they're definitely going to draft the 78 in them, and it helps that they're battling as well.
Max on a block, KD.
Maybe Max is going to start playing defense for Big Jim.
I guess we'll see the next time he has a huge run. We'll see.
I'd be interested if it came down to the last lap and there was someone like Big Jim and LT first and second. Would LT go for the win?
I don't want Big Jim in the final 4. I wouldn't want him. So.
Man.
It'd be interesting.
That pack is caught back up, so now it's basically everyone but Alpha up in this pack, and obviously Alpha likes seeing them all catch up because that's more likelihood of a crash happening.
Yeah.
they're running so many different lanes down the straightaways, trying to break draft, get draft, give draft to others. It's especially back in the pack. You got Tiger and Brendan all around this. You got Sidejack trying to march his way back up. He's behind Generals. Oh, the 3 just got put in the wall by the 51 actually, so Brendan gonna drop back. Kenny, oh, KD just kind of bodied LT out of the way there. I think he reacted to Kenny making that move and just reacted too much and got up into LT. Fortunately, was able to keep that car in the groove. But
blocking.
Yeah, Max is. I don't know if he's playing defense or if he's trying to get runs. But
Kenny, grass.
Oh, the 22 into the 20. KD into the wall now. KD, one of the drivers who needed to win here tonight. Kenny looking low on Max for second. And at this stage, with Big Jim leading so many laps, you almost have to think of this as a must-win for the double zero in the 22.
If Kenny ever gets by Max.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out, Big Jim. Oh, Kenny has a huge run. Oh, look at them all looking around. Bean and Kenny both looking in and out, trying to find whatever lane they can. He's to the outside of the 11. Where do Kenny and Bean go? Oh, they're all looking to go to the bottom here. Dirty Boy goes low. Shuffles Bean out. Cyagenic got hit by Jaw, who sent it in. I think that was the 78.
Max tried.
Yeah, but he had no one go with him. That was the issue. I think he could have made it work if he had some help down here on the straightaway, but no help whatsoever to the 1.
Kenny's going. Big Jim has no. Kenny's going to be aggressive, so he's big blocking, I see. Oh, Max has him around the.
And I'm sure Big Jim will give draft to the 1. Look at Bean trying to block Jaw. Couldn't get it done there. Jaw, whoa!
People ain't going to be happy with him.
Look at the 1 back to the outside of the 11. That is strong.
He don't have the help this time. It's quick. Side drafting back on the straightaway. So.
Yeah, right there. Got down his quarter panel trying to side draft him. The good thing is this time they weren't really lined up on the bottom like they were last time, but still once again just more help to the inside. Big Jim still holding it out in front, trying to drive it in deep. The 1 guy trying to get a run off the top. Big Jim trying to move out. Kenny getting loose. Chasing you, going 4 wide. LT with them. Jaw getting bounced around the middle, trying to get low.
Oh.
Jaw to the inside. Bean trying to go through the middle. Max way out of the groove because of that. The 1's going to drop back. They're 4 wide again, maybe 5 wide. Kenny into Jaw. 41's maybe been the most aggressive driver here today, and he's not even in the postseason. I don't know how some of these playoff drivers are going to be thinking about that.
I don't think they're going to be too happy with him.
Now Big Jim and Bean once again, first and second.
Almost.
Look at LT going to the top. Big Jim blocking the bottom. Here comes Tiger, our pole sitter. We haven't talked about him in a while, but here he is moving back up on the inside of the 66.
Yeah, that side drafted Bean into offensive.
I'm just so impressed though. Normally at Michigan we see lots of different leaders. Big Jim has just been able to control this lead. Look at Kenny to the middle. Kenny. That was too big a run to not take. He might be able to slide jump the 11 here. He's gonna send it in deep. Can he pull up in front of him? Big Jim with the run. Kenny trying to get in front, trying to shuffle the 11 out. He is clear. Yeah, what a move.
I would begin.
Look at Big Jim though. He's trying to get to the middle.
I can't.
And look at the 41 and the 19 as well. LT and Katie's back in it. The 20.
That's one thing Big Jim did not want to see. He did not want to get shuffled out. He had the race under control.
You think about it, you know, just a lap ago he was in he was into the final 4, but now with him getting passed by Kenny, now Kenny's in. Look at Bean on the apron getting all loosey-goosey entering turn 1.
Big Jim throws it off the top side.
He just has to get back into a rhythm now. He has to find his way back into that second groove. He was 3 wide there for a lap or so. That was not going to work out for him, but now that he's finally back into the second groove, maybe he can try and make something work here. He's had a really, really fast car. We've seen it, but we haven't really seen him this far back as Bean
Oh,
maybe gives the
Bean
bump to Kenny.
kinda... no.
I mean, these two are battling for that final spot at this point. Big Jim to the top. John obviously going to take the run. I wouldn't expect anything less.
He's taking everything today, so... Oh.
I think he's trying to get his marking on about every
Big
playoff
Jim's gonna
driver's
get-
car.
You're going to get clear in third.
I mean, he's been so fast. He might just push Jaw. Look at that run they're going to have. He's Jaw. Yeah, look at... I don't know why Jaw didn't take that run, actually.
And me thought Bean was going to block to the inside, and they would give him the...
Yeah.
41 hung on that 11-20 frame.
But now as Bean leads the race, he's in.
22's going to block.
Ooh.
He's going to try to fake him out.
They're snaking down. Look at Jaw sending it deep into Bean. That hurts his middle speed, and here comes Big Jim to the inside for a second. Who does Tiger go with now? But Bean gives the help to the 41, gives that draft.
Yeah, I wouldn't be giving him a draft that low. I don't want him back out front.
Yeah. I think about, if he gives draft to Jaw. Oh, no! Big Jim spinning! Into the pack! Oh my gosh, he's upside down. That's definitely going to be a yellow.
Is it?
I
don't think it is.
That is crazy.
Wow.
There were about 6-7 cars that were wrecked there.
And just like that.
And now, like, you think about a yellow. That's gonna be hard to have a yellow come out now. And the people that made it through, Bean is leading.
He has to be kicking himself.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, you can pray. I mean, you never know. These top 6 or so could still wreck.
But look at how now all these playoff drivers, they're just gone. The only one up at the front, you have the 22, and then you have Brett, who's somehow made his way up. Have to see here. Oh, we got some beating and banging at the front, still chasing you and Jaw are not happy with each other. Big Jim had a penalty. Look at this. Brett's just been buying his time as well. I mean, he could be a spoiler in all this. I cannot believe that last thing was not a yellow. I saw at least like 5, 6, 7 cars piled up, and look at chasing it to the apron.
That's dangerous. Playing with the apron, as we see.
Jaw through the middle, trying to get a run. Bean is definitely loving his spot right now.
Yeah, you don't really got...
Yeah. At this point, Bean doesn't have to worry about winning the race. He just has to worry about making sure the 24 doesn't win the race. Because right now, I think Brett's really the only playoff driver up here. I mean, I guess there's that pack back there with Katie and Kenny that are trying to get up there. But they would need this pack to really start battling a lot. But, I mean, those 4 are getting single file. It's Katie, and you have the 10 and the 00, so that's the last thing Bean would want to see is the 20 and the 00 both getting up there. Because right now, at this point, he only has to worry about the 24. Getting pushed away by the 41, and trying to see if that pack is making any time up, and I just don't know if they are. They might be staying stagnant, but
they can just get in the draft.
All they need is a sniff of it. But the problem is, these guys are battling. They need these guys to get side by side for the lead, side by side for second. Kind of what Tiger's doing right now. The more these guys battle, the better it is for those 4 behind.
Okay.
Here comes Jaw to second, trying to get a run onto Bean. Has a nice run off turn 2, but I don't know, maybe he's content riding in second right now. Maybe he knows, if we stay single file, that pack can't catch us, but we're also nearing pit stops. They're going to have to pit soon. The stage went green with 40 to go. They're at 22 to go, 21 this time by. So they're basically now into their fuel window to where they can make it from here. If anyone wants to short pit, they can do it. I assume a lot of these drivers are going to try and run it out as long as they can.
I was Kenny KD.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what do you have to lose at that point?
Yeah. A who? Dirty Boy sitting. As I say this.
KD was kind of running down low, so he might be coming down pit lane. And
Yeah, Kenny's
honestly,
running higher.
if I'm Kenny, I'd also want to pit with them. KD to pit road, the 10 to pit road, but the 00, the 51 stay out. That splits that pack up. I have to assume one of theirs are going to be in very, very shortly. They cannot go much longer. They just took 20 to go right there. And think about your fuel windows, about 21, 22 laps. They went green with 40 to go. So it's either this time or next time, basically, to come down pit road. You can see right here, front pack snaking a little bit. 22-41 are going to pit from the front of the pack.
I can't tell if they're just pitting or just blocking.
Well, they've been playing nice the last few laps. I would take that as a pit call for sure, but it's going to happen right at the front of the pack. Bean getting really loose entering pit road. That's close. The 16 also going very fast coming in.
Kenny had a good pit road entry.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
I'm a little worried about Beans. I think he made it, but that was very, very close. Last thing you'd want to do if you're in Beans' position is to speed. He has that final spot locked up. All he has to do is survive.
Pretty sure Jaw wanted to back up, not to. I kidding on the pit road.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do.
22 leaving, so he did not get a penalty. That was a perfect pit entry for Bean. The 48 wreck, Cyanogenix wrecked entering pit road. He was coming in with the 78 and the 24, and he nosed it into the inside safer barrier.
What is happening?
There's Katie. Remember, he pitted. He's just past the 51. Oh, Tiger's wrecking on the backstretch or something. That was lagging. I don't know. I think he's lagging, but if that were actually a wreck, that would have been big. 24 leaving pit road. That's Brett.
Kenny gained a lot of time.
Yeah, Kenny, and he pitted with them, so he doesn't have worse tires as well. So Bean's out there by himself, so that's going to be bad for him. These drivers are going to get in draft, and they're going to run that 22 down like he's standing still. That's not good for Bean at all.
Brett?
Yeah, Brett also had a really, really good pit entry, I guess. Because he's going to cycle out in second here. He took 4 tires. And he has a lap fresher tires than Bean, so we talked about Bean's one enemy was going to be the 24.
Oh, he's up there.
And he's up here. If Brett wins, he's in. If Bean lets anyone but the 24 win, and also the 00, then he's in. But Kenny's also in the draft now, so Bean's going to have to worry about the 24 and the 00 both. He can let the 78 win, he can let the 41 win. He can't let the 24 or the 00 win, he can let the 66 win as well. But they're passing for second. They're going to go 3 wide for second. That's not what they need to do.
Oh, Joss.
And the more they battle, Bean can just pull away.
I can't think of what will happen if Joss gets if he does. I can't even.
Yeah, especially if they catch and it's Brett up there and Kenny up there as well. That could be an entertaining battle between those three. The 3 playoff drivers that are running at the front right now, and they're still going 3 wide back here. They're not playing nice right now, I can tell you that. All I know is that this is going to come down to the end, and who knows? I mean, I know it's a long shot because they're all spread out, but you never know. There could be another yellow. Yeah. Something could happen somewhere. I mean, this pack that's trying to run Bean down, there's 5 of them. One person gets the apron, collects 2 others. That could be a yellow easily.
I think they got to put it up. They got to go from the college catch.
Well,
I just want to quit talking.
Part chasing you said, we don't know what we're doing. Jaw, though, is running them down a little bit. Tiger moving out, maybe trying to get some spots back. They are at 14 to go at the line. So they still have time.
Oh!
Jaws on the apron. Oh, he was so close to spinning that thing out. That thing was... I don't know how he didn't spin out.
It was Delta B.
Is that Alpha? Is Alpha somehow with KD and Jake?
I guess so. I don't know how.
Man, but now if you're the guys in that 2nd through 5th category, you're definitely angry about what just happened right there, because Jaw has cost you some time to Bean. You know, if you're chasing New Tiger, maybe it doesn't matter as much, but if you're Brett and Kenny, your season is on this race right here. At this point, really, the point situation is out the window. With Bean having done so well and Kenny having done so well, they're basically whoever wins this race is in terms of them two. And with LT and Dirty Boy having collected a good amount of stage points, they don't have to worry about.
High.
Yeah, but he's still able to keep it. But with LT and Dirty Boy gaining so many points in the stages, they don't have to worry about anyone passing them. So they're good to go, I would assume. You know, even after both of which not having the days that they wanted, but can this pack run Bean down is the question. You have right now the front three are playoff drivers, and all three of which are paddling on the cut line. Honestly, I'm nervous for Bean because I think those cars get a little bigger.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job staying organized 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they run them down. And once they get a sniff of that draft as well, it's game over.
Oh yeah. That might be the draft now.
They're very close. If they're not in the draft, they're a few tenths away from it.
One good better corner. Probably.
You can see Brett really hug that yellow line down there. Got everything he could out of that corner. Kenny doing a really good job just staying patient while chasing you and Tiger. They know the situation. They know what they have to do.
If I was chasing you, I'd just let the top three go. Like, we're not
Yeah.
go, but like, battle it out. You might get yourself a free win.
Kenny may have gotten the apron, got a little loose there, and here comes the 78 to the inside, but I think they're close enough to where even battling's not really going to hurt them, and they're going to sort this out pretty quickly. I was going to battle for 2nd.
Oh, Brett's on that apron.
Hey, but he's been really hooking that yellow line. Where Brett has been nowhere near the front all race long. He's been involved in about everything, and with 9 to go at the line, the season is on the line for the race leader, for the driver in 2nd, the driver in 4th. Look at Bean, he's trying to break some of the draft down the straightaway because he knows that they are there now. It is a 5-car jam session for the lead, and if these 5 start maybe screwing around, how about the drivers back behind?
Yeah. It turns like a 9-10 car battle.
Look at Bean, he knows. Now they're going to start battling for 2nd, though. Chasing you knows. He's like, we're in the draft, so I can go now. He's going to leave Brett, who has definitely not been the fastest car here today. Bean's, I think of the... Oh, Brett and Kenny get in contact. But I think of these 5 cars at the front, the 2 fastest have been the 22 and the 00. But Chasing You wants the lead. He doesn't care about playoffs. He just wants to win a race. But Kenny, he's just going to push the... He's just going to push him, it looks like. Oh, Bean!
There you go.
Oh, no! No! Is Bean going to be out of it? Oh, no. That's not what he needed to see.
That's what the 2nd pack wants to see.
Yeah, the 2nd pack is like, give us some draft, but now Chasing You leads, but now Kenny and Brett are in positions where they have to win, and now Bean is hoping that the 78 can try and hold them off.
You know how you're talking about if there was a caution?
Yeah.
I think we might get our if here in a little bit.
There's 7 to go at the line, so... But imagine, you know, you get a yellow, then you have 17 cars on top of each other.
That would be...
Kenny is there. He knows he has to win.
Bean did not want to see Jaw passing. That's Not what they
Kenny
needed.
to the bumper of chasing you. How aggressive do the double zero and the 24 get at the end of this race?
Honestly,
Brett
they're
around
the
the
same.
outside, but here comes that second pack. They are closing in. 6 to go at the line.
This could be big and ugly.
I mean, just watch for this, right? They're closing in. If they have enough time, 6 to go at the line, it's going to be the double zero, the 24, the 22, and the 20, all needing to win
Yeah, they're gonna be
to advance through.
looking.
But Kenny might know the situation as well, is where he wants to maybe wait until the very end to try and pass, because he doesn't want the others getting up here. Like, John's been very aggressive. Brett doesn't want to wait. He wants to go. 5 to go at the line.
Oh, I said they had a bad corner. At the second
24 had a really good corner. Here comes Brett. Chasing
Yeah,
and trying to block him all the way to the grass. But that second pack is there now. They have to be within draft.
If Jaw catches him right, I see him making a move off too, or something like that.
And there are so many people up here who have nothing to lose of chasing you and Tiger. You think about Jaw, you think about Alpha, you think about Jake.
It could be.
It could get ugly.
Yeah.
Chasing you, trying to protect the bottom. Brett looking to go with them. Kenny to the outside. This is
It'll be crazy.
4 to go at the line.
Oh, Kenny got moved by Bean. Like,
4 laps to go. 4 cars in this pack are looking to advance through. And you have Brett in second. He has been the farthest below the cut line, over 50 below. He needs to win. Bean doesn't need to win, but if the 24 is up there, he's basically in a position where he has to get up there. Three to go at the line.
Brett would love to see this on last lap, just him in the 78, but I don't think Brett just.
No, I think there's going to be a few more with them. Look at him go to the outside. 3 to go. Where do Bean and KD also a player in this? KD came in 20 odd points below. He needs to win. Bean right now is just... Do you think if Bean gets a second, he'd just push the 78 out there?
He might just block.
Oh,
there goes
KD! Oh, his shot is over now. 2 to go at the line. You have second, third, and fourth now are the playoff hopefuls. Bean might just need to play protection for the 78. What do Brett and Kenny do, though? They have to get aggressive.
Oh,
Bean getting aggressive with the blocks.
you gotta see Bean protecting. You can't. Oh, he's on the apron. Oh, Brett's on the apron too.
Oh, man, that's not what the 24 and the double zero needed. This might be... Oh, no, we got the 24 getting spun off. But here comes Jaw. He's moved his way into second. And we're coming to the white flag.
Bean out the way.
Well, Kenny knows if he can be third. This is coming to the white flag. Chasing you leads. Jaw in second. These are 2 non-playoff drivers. And watch out for Kenny in third. He needs to win this race to advance through. Chasing you to try and protect off Jaw. If they get side by side, the hole in the air for Kenny is going to be huge down this backstretch. What does Kenny do in 3 and 4 to try and advance through? What do you do to advance into the playoffs? We're about to find out. They're beating and banging for the lead down the back to turn 3. If they both go up the racetrack, Kenny is in prime position. Kenny with a dive to the bottom, hits, chasing you. Trying to go up the track and trying to get to the inside to advance through. Jake to the inside. They're 3 wide to the line.
Jake went off in the grass.
At the line, 4 wide, chasing you, I think won it.
That was, wow.
Too close to call. They were 4 wide at the stripe. The winner, Jake, in a tie. They tied.
Wow. Wow. Crazy.
Jake in a tie wins this race. The front 4 within the same quarter of a tenth.
That
Well, Kenny tried to make it happen. He did everything he could on that last lap. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't work out. Fortunately
was
for Bean, it didn't work out because I believe Bean should advance through, and I think LT and Dirty Boy also advanced through as well. So
that was crazy.
we knew it was going to be something like that at the end. We just didn't know who it was going to be with. We thought it was going to be with Big Jim and Bean, but ended up Kenny with a bunch of non-playoff drivers that were going to be fighting like that. That was crazy. Oh man, you have to feel for Kenny, obviously, though. That
Missed
was
it by that much, literally.
like less than half a car length, man. That was close. Jake gets it done. That's amazing. In a literal tie, they had the same time on the leaderboard.
That was bonkers.
And you have to think in terms of points. You have to think Bean will advance through with his good run, and obviously LT and Dirty Boy had really good runs for in terms of the stages. But I have to think that, they're still going to be good even though they didn't have the best finishes. We'll just have to see though. That was quite insane. Alpha, do you want an interview? Because I mean, I I think you had a good view of the finish.
Yeah, I did.
And also, I want to know how you got up there because you were kind of. Yeah, they tied, Brett.
Oh my god.
But Alpha, you were like out of the pack, and then you somehow got drafted again. Did you play some like strategy or something?
So yeah, I got smacked out of the way. I went sire wrecked early in stage 3, and then like I saved it, and then for some reason everyone wrecked. I don't know what happened. Everyone wrecked, and then like no caution came out, but I was able to catch up with like a small pack with Atrix and myself, and then I pitted early with KD, and then I was somehow able to get up with KD and Jake and we just moved along to catch the rest of the guys.
I want to know also at the end of the race, right? So obviously you want to win the race, but you have drivers like Brett and Kenny and Bean and KD all up there trying to win to get through. What's it like, trying to balance that with trying to go for the win?
To be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the win after because Kenny's in my party, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna help Kenny as much as I can to get him to the front and see what he can do. And I got him all the way up to third, put it on the final lap, and I told him, it's all on you now. I ain't gonna do anything. My car is bad at the end there, it got wicked loose, but so I tried to get out of everyone's way, and just gave it all to Kenny and told him, do whatever you gotta do, but I helped you as much as I can. So I hope Kenny won, but hey, it looked like a good finish from my perspective. They got a tie 4-wide finish, I think. So.
Yeah, it was 4 wide. I mean, my gosh, it was crazy all throughout. But congrats on the good run. I know obviously it wasn't the race you wanted, but great recovery after being out of the pack for the beginning part of stage 3.
Thank you.
Brett, I know you were very close to having that automatic bid to the final 4. You were kind of nowhere near the front all race, and then magically that huge wreck happened, and you did a really good job missing it, and made your way up there at the end. Just talk about trying to run down Bean, because I know there was about 4 or 5 of you trying to do that at one point, and then John got the apron, and then you had to kind of reset your progress.
I knew, well, Tiger, Chase, and Kenny, they did not want to push at all. Didn't figure, like, I didn't expect anything else there. So, just kind of fighting to hold on to that lead of that pack. And then finally, it took them like 10 laps to figure out, hey, maybe we should push and, like, get up to Bean. So once they figured that out, sucked right back up to him. They killed Bean, and then he was out of it. And then, we just kept wanting to battle, didn't want to push, let the second pack pack catch back up. It was going to be a crazy finish. I think I was in a great position. I can't remember who it was in front of me. I want to say it might have been Bean, kind of checked up. I got onto the apron. I had to let off a little bit, and then Kenny was slamming my bumper, which never helps when you're caught on the apron. Somehow managed to keep it off and like not wreck it or anything, and then off the corner I get completely doored by him, and that was the end of that. So yeah, it was nice. I could have had a shot at the win. You know, I put myself in the best pit situation. Getting to pit road, that was the best pit entry I've ever had in a league race ever. I mean, my mile per hour in the bottom right corner said like 65. Like it was like nowhere close, and somehow I managed to get it slowed down enough. And pit stop 15.6. Came out way in front of everyone else except Bean, who short pitted. I guess jaw had issues, I'm not sure. But put myself in the best position possible, and just kind of got hit out of the way.
Well, you made it fun at the end, that's for sure. We were wondering what could have possibly happened if it was you in second on the last lap, needing that win. Close, but congrats.
I would have sent it for sure.
Yeah. But congrats on the good run, and we'll see you next week. Maybe try and go spoil the Final Fours party at Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Who else we got in here that we can interview?
We got LT.
LT. It's not official. I don't know if you made it. I don't want to assume that you made it, but I think you made it.
I'm not sure.
It's going to be close. I know because Kenny got some good stage points and finished well, but he also got really good stage points. I know it was bad, especially with the whole you're involved in that terrible wreck off 4 there. I know Big Jim spun, but just I don't know what to say because you were kind of by yourself for 30 laps. We don't know if I assume you advanced. You and Dirty Boy were pretty close on points, and you finished pretty close. So, but just take us through your race and what happened. Whenever Big Jim spun on the apron and kind of collected some of the pack, and there was somehow no yellow.
Yeah, that was a really fun race. I think that was the most fun I had all season. Pack racing, we were all keeping it straight. I mean, yeah, a couple wrecks, but yeah, I had fun. But the wreck there at the end, I don't know how that wasn't a caution. There was like 5 cars involved, and I had nowhere to go. I ran straight into Big Jim, and car spun around, and I thought it was gonna be a caution, but didn't come out, and I was by myself for 30 laps. So I knew I was in trouble if anybody outside won. I knew that if that happened, I was out. So I was just I was looking on the mini map, and I saw Chasing who was leading. I was just hoping not to see like Kenny or Katie or Brett like take the lead. I was like, I want a couple of those guys to win, but at the same time, I want to make the Final Four. It was just the last couple laps I was sweating. I didn't know what was happening because I was on the other side of the track.
Yeah, it's got to be a little worrying, I guess, when you don't know what's happening and they're all, kind of all over the place. And I mean, the lead was changing hands many times, and obviously you had Kenny and Bean and Brett and Katie all up there in the final few laps. But I assume that you made it, so we'll get confirmation on that later. But you got good stage points, so that should help you out for sure. But I know the race winner wants an interview. I don't know if he's in here. So if we can invite Jake.
Does he even have a mic?
He should. Well, we'll wait for him to get in.
Oh, we added him. Sayo did.
But I think the winner of the closest race in Echo history does deserve an interview. Jake, I don't know what to ask you because I mean that was kind of craziness. Did you know you had it at the line? Because I thought Chasing You actually won from my perspective, and then when we went back,
I thought Chasing You was gonna get that. I saw Kenny send those 2 going into 3, and I was like, I was gonna help Kenny all I could, but once I saw my chance, I was like, that's on you, bud.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were kind of sitting in a perfect spot back there. As you were going to see the front 2 or the front 3 kind of start door slamming each other, and as Eli was saying, the guy in 4th or 5th might be the one to win this race because of how aggressive it might be if it was a playoff driver up there, and it just happened to be you there. I mean, that was insane. I don't think I've seen a finish like that. You guys were 4 wide, the front 4 within the same quarter of a tenth of each other. So, I mean, you can say you are the winner of the closest Echo Racing League race.
I'll take it. As long as I'm a winner, I'll take it.
It was exciting. Congratulations on the win. You know, you kind of stole one from the playoff drivers there, spoiled the playoff drivers' parties, and just, you know, I guess you kind of spoiled Kenny's party the most, but obviously a win's a win. You'll take that. Congratulations, and great momentum moving forward as well.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
So I'm gonna assume the points stayed the same. I don't think Kenny got enough to pass Dirty Boy and LT because they both got good stage points. So we'll go off on saying that the final 4 is Max, LT, Dirty Boy, and Bean. And if next week I say something different, then obviously something different happened. So
I don't believe anything changed.
I don't think so either. I think
LT was plus 21.
and he got good stage points.
Yeah,
That saved me.
Bean beat Kenny, so no.
Yeah. And Dirty Boy also got good stage points, even though he finished poorly.
KD finished behind me. I didn't win.
Big Jim didn't win, so it should stay the same 4. So we'll see how it goes. Las Vegas next week, low draft for the championship. 4 drivers, Max Boost, LT, along with Bean and Dirty Boy. Can Dirty Boy try and go back to back? We're gonna find out. So thanks everyone for watching the Echo Racing League from Michigan. We'll see you guys next week for Las Vegas.